fact, I was stalking you and preparing for this, and I found out we have all kinds of things in common.
Oh yeah.
We both played Prince for one of the first songs at our wedding. I think you played the Kiss.
Yeah.
Did you and your wife dance to the Kiss?
Yes, yes, that was our first. That was our first party song. You know, we had to do the slow song and the father-daughter dance. But once that was out of the way, I'm like, it's got to be Prince. And my wife was on board, so it was the Kiss, and that set off the everybody party part.
That's good. You know you're about to have a good party when you start off with that.
Yeah.
My wife and I did our first dance. That was the only thing about the wedding she let me pick. Everything else she did most of, which I was fine with.
Mhm.
But when it came to the dance, our first dance we did "Scandalous" by Prince, which of course is the love theme from Batman.
Yeah.
And that one gets a little bit uncomfortable because it just goes on for like 8 minutes. And at one point, there's a lady moaning in the background, as there is in some Prince songs. And so that was when her father came over. Like, we're just going to go ahead and start the father-daughter dance a little bit early. But it was glorious for about the first 5 minutes or so.
Oh yeah.
And then we're both huge Stephen King fans and fans of horror. I know you'd mentioned It was one of your all-time favorite novels.
Oh yeah. It is the book that made me want to write. I read it when I was 11 years old. It was the biggest book I read in my life up to that point, and I got through it in a week. And you know, that book's 1,100 pages. So I was pretty much neglecting everything else in life to finish and find out what happened to the losers. And when I was done, it was like I'd seen a magic trick. I didn't understand how this man could just take these words and make me feel fear by arranging them in a certain way. And it's pretty much a trick I've been trying to learn more or less my entire life.
Yeah, if you figure out, tell me how he did it, because I reread it every couple of years. I've got it on audiobook, and
Yeah.
parts of it I feel like I understand. Parts of it I'm still trying to find out how he did what he did.
Yeah, man, he's amazing. I had the opportunity to meet him briefly back in 2015, and it's one of those things where you're nervous because they always say don't meet your heroes, and I was like just praying that it wouldn't be like a really sour interaction, but he was such a nice man. It just made me love him even more.
Now I'm doubly jealous of you. I was already a little bit jealous because of all the books you've written and all the success you've had, but that puts me over the top.
I'm sorry. I hope we can still be friends.
I think we'll be all right. I worked with a waiter once that when he had been in the Massachusetts area had waited on Stephen King and his daughter. And I was like, did you get his autograph? Like, no.
Yeah.
Did you say anything to him? Like, no. He was eating, and I thought about telling him how much I like one of his movies, but I figured that'd make it weird and left it alone. I was just like,
yeah.
And then I had to ask the follow-up question: have you ever read a Stephen King novel? No. Oh, why was that opportunity wasted on you?
Yeah.
But for the sake of Mr. King's lunch, I'm sure that's the preferable waiter.
I can tell you a little bit more about that night because this was at the Edgar Awards back in 2015. So his novel, Mr. Mercedes, was nominated for Best Novel. My novel, Fake ID, was nominated in the Best Young Adult category. So here's the thing. Me and him, we talked. It was a good conversation. Totally cool. Totally nice man. But you could see like, or at least I could see like how strange it must be to be him. Because like when we got to the banquet part of the evening, like you could just see people watching him eat. And it was like I started to feel uncomfortable for him. His wife, Tabitha, was there. And you could just see like he won the Best Novel category, but he ended up leaving early because they asked the winners to stay behind to take a picture. And he said they had brought their dog along and the dog needed to be tended to. But part of me suspects he knew if he stayed, he would have gotten mobbed by the after party crowd. So, you know, I mean, a blessing and a curse, right? I mean, he's Stephen King. He's had some of the greatest successes in our industry, but it seems strange that he couldn't just exist in the room like the rest of us.
Yeah, I wish I had his talent, but I have absolutely no interest in having even a quarter of his fame.
Yeah, yeah.